Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I'm back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Happy Easter. Easter time. Alright, gonna move some of this digestate around here. Whoops, not turn my engine off. Good morning, Fuzzy. Good morning, Twitchy. It is Resurrection Sunday. It's Easter Sunday is the date recognized that the tomb was opened up, the stone was rolled away. Back up to save my life. Good morning, Jeff. Happy Easter. Did anybody get any stuff from the Easter Bunny? Jelly beans or some chocolate coins or what else do you get for Easter? Chocolate bunnies, Reese's eggs, anything like that. I'm excited for tomorrow because that means half price Easter candy. Woo! I'm gonna go first thing early in the morning and try to get some half price Easter candy. If there's any left. Hopefully there's some left. Chocolate bunny filled with peanut butter, nice. I remember getting the chocolate bunnies back in the day. It always tasted different. Something about a chocolate bunny just kind of hit different. Alright, so started doing a lot of the chaff stuff on the corn here. Did a few rows and did a few rounds around both of our cornfields. So all of that corn has been turned into chaff. I think that's all we're going to get for chaff right now. I think we need to plant more corn next time around. So I think in the future we'll definitely plant more there, especially if we're going to be making our own seed. That is going to be a necessary thing. Corn is a higher yielding crop, so makes logical sense. All right, I'm gonna go over here and sleep and get us through to. My goodness. Are they doing that because it's Easter? Man, look at the eggs, too. We got a lot of eggs over here. Let me see. I'm gonna just kind of push these over. Did we get bonus eggs on Easter? Is that a thing? I know they're making a lot of noise over yonder. Hear them? My goodness, you hear them? Is that normal for Easter in Farm Sim? Is that like when the people walk around as zombies at Halloween, or? Man, they are really going. The chickens have gone nuts. on Easter. Dude, I was just running by here to go sleep, and all of a sudden the chickens are like nuts. I've never heard them like that. No, That is very weird. One of them is chocolate? Really? Dude, if we had a chocolate chicken... Now they're still going crazy. No more space for what? No more space for wool. I didn't even know we were making wool. Yeah, apparently there's some wool over here. Let me push all this out of the way. Guess I need to take this down to the spinnery at some point. Okay, there ought to be enough space for wool now. I wonder, are these animal enclosures, are these Stevie's animal enclosure things, or are these in the base game like this? I don't know. I bet they're Stevie-fied. They're not as loud. Wait! Huh? It's a little OP, but it's kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Morning, Steven. Yeah, we're doing well. We've got chicken overload on Easter Sunday here. So that's crazy. Surprised there's not like any like Easter stuff out here, like an Easter basket or something. Because you know they've been decorating for the holidays in Farm Sim now. I don't see anything. I don't think they would be inside. Easter baskets? Nope. Nope. I don't think there would be anything upstairs, but look anyway. Nope. Okay, nothing special in the house. Well, they're still going at it. That's crazy. That's got to be an Easter Day thing. All right, let's get to October. And then we'll go harvest some soybeans to get away from the madness. The chicken madness. Good morning, Michigan, dude. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Tech. Good morning, Steven. I think I said Steven already. Any tips for beginners? Yes. No. Basically just farm. Just, there's money in soybeans. That's why we've got a lot planted. There's no wrong way to play farm sim. So, basically just do whatever you want to do. If you want to, get started and, do soybeans, you want to do row crops, you want to do animals, if you want to do root crops, if you want to mow grass, if you want to, make silage, if you want to mainly do animals, if you want to grow stuff in the greenhouses, if you want to make all kinds of different stuff with the silage, just whatever floats your boat with farm sim, that's what you do. Alright, let's see, I've got to figure out how to hook these. I think we need to go one more day on the sleep schedule too here. That was not the right thing. I need to do this, I think. I think I'm going to end up selling the New Holland forage harvester back. It doesn't have the longer pipe and it doesn't have the turning radius that the other ones have. Yeah, I did build another fermenter. Don't know that I activated it yet. Probably should activate it, but I need to put some more hay in here. Do we have more hay? We got a little bit of hay in the silo, and then I think I put some grass in here to do some more hay, yeah. Actually, we could probably put more grass in here and make some more hay. Robot mixers out. No, we don't have any. I never did rebuild that thing either, did I? Got rid of that one. Let's see. No, that's the compost. In here somewheres. Grass dryer, fermenter, pig food, manure, CMR, sugar beet chopper, lime thingamabopper, fertilizer, mineral feed. There we go. So you can put literally any seed in there and make mineral feed. We got rid of that thing and never took it back, did we? There's the seed production. Let's see, where can we put this? Turn on my snapping bit. Wish that would stay on by default. Or if I could put it right here beside it. No, I might not be able to. Guess I can do it at an angle back here. Or well, you know what? I could maybe go ahead and do it and just turn off that thing where it says it's colliding with it. Where are the lines on the ground? So they pretty much start where that tank's at. So we can put barley, corn, sorghum, sunflower, wheat, whatever we've got the most of, I guess we could put in here and make some mineral feed. Actually, you know what? There's two things. One takes barley, corn, and sunflowers, and the other takes wheat, sorghum, and sunflowers. So you need sunflowers for everything. Guess we need to plant more sunflowers next time around. What do we have a lot of? We've got some sunflowers. We don't have any corn currently. I would say we need to go with the other recipe. Wheat and sorghum. We got a lot of sorghum, so let's do wheat. Let's do some wheat and sorghum and put it in there. This grass in the ground. Yeah, silage is a pretty decent way to go. You can just mow any grass and turn it into the chaff, and then eventually, you know, ferment that into silage. And you can ferment it either by putting it in a bunker, wrapping it in some bale wrap, or if you have a fermenter, like a silo that ferments it. I did sell back our Harvestor silo. A great silo that you can do alfalfa and grass and chaff in and make silage if you want to just make silage. The Stevie ones, since we're doing that number here on a Stevie map, that makes the digestate as well, so. Yeah. Fermenting silos are pretty good. We'll probably get back to that Harvestor silo in the future. When we get on a map that's not a Stevie map. Looks like you've got a little bit of sorghum. Grab some sunflowers. Yeah, no, we don't have any mineral feed in the silos. He gives you some when you first start the map, but it's been a while since we first started the map. We've already used pretty much all of that. And what else we do have in a silo we've put there. So any TMR that's out there, any grass or chaff or alfalfa, or, whatever we have put out there. Needed some wheat. Let's see, what was the recipe? So you can do barley and corn, or sorghum and wheat and sunflower. So we need some wheat. You put sorghum in there. We got a little bit of wheat in there. Guess I can go ahead and activate that and get it going. Alright, we're making some mineral feed. Alright, now to find the combines. There's one. Ah, car. I should send 10 million over to John, help them get started. Nah, they'll get there. They'll get there. It's easy to get there on this map. I'll bring that one down and that one down. But we need to go another day. One more day. Happy Easter! I've never really paid attention if they do this every Easter or if this is a new thing. I know that the people, like the NPC people that walk around, they'll have them walk around like zombies on Halloween. If you play Farm Sim on Halloween, so they still do that. They've done that since, gosh, Farming Simulator at least 17. They might have done it in 15. I'm trying to remember back if they did it then or not. But it's only on the holidays. It's only on like on Halloween and apparently Easter. So, all right. This one. Oh, really? They had Halloween music in some of the shops? Tell you what, I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get the deer started on corn. Since we need corn right now. Go down there and pick up the corn header. They rescued the last pilot from the F-15 that went down in Iran. And, you know, they rescued the first one, and they just rescued the second one. So both of them are safe. Both of them are good to go. Ah, my header. I think the grass might be ready too now. Yep, beans are ready. We'll take all the beans, we'll take the corn straight to the main silo. We won't put that directly into the dryer. Matter of fact, I need to move some dry beans out of there to make room. Yeah, all the corn we'll take over, just keep it wet and store it in the silo, and then if we want to move some over and dry it later, we can. I think we need more of the corn not dried for production and stuff. some fuel in this too. Needs a wash. Need corn for your cereal factory? Yeah. There's a lot of places that corn goes, especially on the Stevie map. Want to make seed, probably use corn for that. Apparently, make mineral feed, you can use corn for that. There's a lot of uses for corn. You can turn it into chaff. A high yielding crop. I can make dried corn. Always tried to give out there into that statement. Alright, let's unfold. Unfold. Let's start this up. We don't really need any windrows. Let's see, 12 meters, 9, that's 18, another 9. Okay, 12 and 12. Guess we can stick with 1. Off the inroad, because we really don't need it. This should go straight-ish. Or are you going to do his own thing and go completely across the field? Don't know why. I'm just going to let him go and do his thing. I'm tired of messing with the hired workers. The hired workers on here they make up their own minds, and it's really weird. Sometimes they work great when you set them up. Sometimes they don't. This one started. Two inrows for that one. And I guess we'll do an east-west thing. That's the automatic. Sometimes the automatic was splitting them up. Let me see if it does. No, it kind of curves it around there. If we did north and south, it would look like that. Yeah, I think the north and south would be better, because having to go east-west on this skinny side over here, it'd be better just to go north-south on this long side and then north-south on the taller side down there. So we'll just do north and south. Try that out. put some fuel in this, and then we'll get him started on some beans elsewhere. Morning, Crazy. Oh yeah, corn for pig feed, yep. Which, you know, feeding pigs, normally you just dump the stuff straight into the pigs, but here there's a pig food mixer. Is it better just to use the pig food mixer and feed them pig food? I know it's like a fine balance, you know. If you don't have any of the Stevie stuff when you feed pigs, you know, you feed them a root crop, you feed them corn. There's a whole mixture there. But when you're making the pig food, it's kind of the same mixture. So is it better just to make the pig food, or can you just feed them straight out? I mean, why make the pig food? You know. The pig food mixer saves you cash. How does it save you cash? Instead of buying pig food from the shop. My thing is if you feed them just the regular crop, though, you don't have to have the pig food, right? What benefit is there to feed them pig food? Look at when the saves hit, right when I'm trying to look at stuff. So yeah, so you can give them root crop, you can give them the protein, you can give them grain, you can give them the base food, the total capacity, which, you know, it's a mixture of what you put in there. So you just have to balance out the percentages. There's no real benefit to using the mixer other than all you need is the pig food just to dump straight in there. You don't have to worry about, you know, 25% here, 5% there, 50% there. With the mixer, you can just chuck in what you've got. Basically, anything the mixer will take, you chunk it in there, and it makes the pig food, and then you just take the pig food straight over. Why can I not do this with... As back up to it. Here we go. Gotta be like right up there at it. Now I'm stuck. Start this one over here. You feel pigs are a waste of time in FS. No, pigs are actually not a waste of time. Pigs actually, John and them discovered a way to make a lot of money with pigs. Cows are easy. Well, as long as you got to make sure you got straw, hay, silage, so that you can make your TMR, extra straw for manure. Alright, got him rocking. And this guy started away over here, so I'm just going to let him roll. Take this back over there. Get that weight. Tell right now I'm going to need it. Yes, by the way, this is handling. Can we crash the game today? That is the question. I have a feeling the answer to that is yes. We get so much stuff hired out because I've got a guy cutting corn. I got a guy over there cutting soybeans. I got a guy back there cutting soybeans. I'm going to hire out the MacDon windrower and have it cut some grass and alfalfa. I've got a plow going in somewhere down there. So yeah, we could totally break the game today. Alright, I'm just gonna park this right here. There's the plow going. I'm just gonna let him run and then let him finish. There's that guy. There's the MacDon. Throw some extra fuel in this while I'm thinking about it. Can't you only hire 7 at a time? You know what? I don't know. I guess it depends on the maximum number of players you got it set to. I think mine is set to 16, but I don't remember. I guess we'll find out. Let's see, how many we got? We got the plow, 3 combines. That's 4. I think we'll be okay. This will make 5. I think it's ready to be cut. Check the alfalfa real quick. There's the grass. The grass is ready. And the alfalfa looks like it's ready. I'll say the alfalfa on this map compared to looking at alfalfa like back on Judith Plains, Montana, it's a little different. So the alfalfa on Judith Plains, Montana, I think it was a little taller and a little more purple. This alfalfa is a little bit shorter and it still has the purple tops on it. That's how you know it's ready, but it's not as tall. So you really got to kind of get down there and look at it. And there's no clover on here. Alright, let's see if this will work. So we're just going to do one in row. Let's do 90. Okay. Keep the in row on. We'll do the grass field first and then we'll do the alfalfa field. Alright. Rock and roll. Console is a max of 10. I figured console would have a kind of a limit. Alright, so we'll let him roll. Yep, around here. This guy needs fuel, so let me go find the thingamabopper. This guy. Where's that guy at over here? He's down there on the south side, so I'll just go keep going straight, make a right, and then make a left. What have I got sitting over there? The most you've had hired out was 23, but that was using both auto drive and course play. Yeah, that's not really, that doesn't give you the same limitations as just the in-game hired worker. Course play, auto drive, that's a whole different separate kind of thing. Technically, they're not really hired out. Oh, is that the grain card? Okay. Yep, here's the grain card. mid-air refueling here. Okay. I'm gonna need to probably check and see if that needs to be repaired too. It looks pretty much okay. That one's not bad. I didn't check the case guy though. Check him. Yeah, these are pretty much good deal. That guy's good. Alright, I think we're good on hired workers then. This guy's almost done. This might have to move it up a little bit. Sometimes they turn weird at the end of the field. But really, all we got to do is watch them. Howdy, Flying Reds Farm. Good morning. So this airman, he was behind enemy lines, right? With the other pilot from the F-15. And he hiked 7,000. He's injured, by the way. He hiked up a mountain 7,000 feet and hid in a, like, crevice in the mountain. And then he activated his rescue beacon. So he got to a place where he would be safe and they probably couldn't get to him as easy. You know, the Iranians, I guess. Looks like they were looking for him. Let's see, is he gonna turn around there, or what's he gonna do? Looks like he's gonna turn around there, right? I can go get him. That shed is a modded shed. It's the one right behind the dryer. That is it's a mod that I think that one actually was in the list that came with the gauge mount. So I'd have to go back and see where it is in that list. And good morning, Trent. Let's see. Find the list here. Is it at the bottom? Yeah. Here. I don't know if that one's from the mod hub or trying to find it manually in the list. Maybe that's it. Yeah, okay, so it's in the mod. It is in the official mod hub. It is the one, it's the 60 by 95 bale shed by Legacy Ag. And good morning, Blaze. How's it going? Good morning, Pigs by Chris. How's it going? I'm watching the news, and apparently Iran has 48 hours to come to a deal. Otherwise, we're going to take out all their bridges and energy hubs and stuff. Thought we were already doing that. Any new mods? I don't really know. Where's the thing? I don't think you can organize them by how new they are. We do have a lot. Yep, nope, I have no clue. I'm trying to remember what was the last thing we downloaded. I do download a lot of stuff just to try it out, test it out. Some of it might be used here, some of it might be used elsewhere, some of it, you know, just depends on how testing it out goes. But sometimes there'll be stuff that'll be within our mod list that we may never use, and sometimes I'll put stuff in there just to again test it out. Yeah, we did put the Willis in. Forgot about that one. Where is it? There it is. So we put in the Jeep. Basically, it's the Willis Jeep. It's kind of like the World War II era style Jeep. Or a MASH Jeep. Change the wheel setup. I think we'll stick with the classic. Put a winch on it. Side headlights. Tools and shovels. Oh, yeah, we'll leave those on there. Spare wheel. Front accessories. What is that? Oh. We'll just put the hoops and the latch on there. Decals. We'll just take the decals off. Window tinting. Nah. Rear hitch. Keep that original trailer. Extra fuel canister. Yes, we'll leave that on there. Oh, you can put the cab roof on it. Put that on there. I think it's more OG without anything on it. Main color. Probably keep the main color. Change the seat colors a little bit. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll put one on the back. Woo. Can we use this for the fuel runner? No, I don't think so. The controls are kind of weird on it a little bit. Oh, it's a little snappy too. I need a ramp. Do we have any ramps? Need somewhere I can jump it. Yeah, some of JHHG's deers are good. I wonder if I can hit that incline back through there somewhere. I don't think I can reach full speed and hit it. Maybe if I move this mower. We don't realize how small that Jeep is either. You know what? I think our side-by-side might be bigger than this thing. Whoa. Very snappy. Or I can come through here and hit this. Ooh, that might be fun. Want to get in, Fuzzy? Alright. I want to try this other way first. Alright. Ready? Let her rip. Yee-haw! Whoa. I think we hit the tree limb. Yeah. I think we hit the tree limb. That would have worked if we hadn't hit the tree limb. Can I navigate through there without? Nope, those tree limbs stick out kind of far. Let's try the other direction. We're gonna hit a tree limb this way too. Watch your head, Fuzzy. Oh boy, oh man, we did a backflip. That was awesome. I guess we can go the other way too. Oh no, we can't go that way. I don't think there's enough of an incline that way. Trying to remember, are there any other areas that incline like that we can use as a ramp? think we're going faster than the speed of sound. I hear it intermittently kind of breaking up. Whoa, no! Don't turn on the GPS when you're going that fast. Oh, dude, no! I found the perfect one. If we can get into it. Where will we crash? We might be able to thread the needle. We might be able to do it. Let me see if we gotta. Okay, we'll clear that. Oh, there's a fence there, though. Wouldn't you know there'd be a fence there? You know what? I think there's another one of these down the road, though. There's one in here, and then there's another one going further down. Yep, there's one right there. We might be able to hit it coming from that other direction. We try and launch it off one of the log piles. Yeah, we could try that. That was anticlimactic. Yeah, I think there's another one down here. Don't know how accessible it will be because I plowed a lot around it. But right there. It might work if we stay kind of in the grass. I'll try to get us back as far as I can. Get us as much speed. This is probably going to be, again, anticlimactic, but we'll see. Alright, here we go. Full speed ahead. Stay in the grass. Stay in the grass. Whee! Oh, we almost cleared that. Oh, whoa. What happened? I'm back at the house. Wait a minute, what? Oh, it reset the whole thing. We crashed into the railroad box thing and it reset the truck. I woke up and I was at home. Did I wake up from a coma or something? Fuzzy says, where am I? Did you fall through the map or something? Your screen has gone blank. You may have glitched out then, I don't know. We may have lost Fuzzy to the void. See, the last place I left him was up here. Yeah, no, I don't see him up there. Cue the Stranger Things music. Where is Fuzzy? Oh, did you fall through the map? Yeah, I didn't fall through the map. It just reset me back to the house. And it reset the Jeep back to the shop. Yeah, see if you can tab to something. You can probably tab to something and get back. And right there here would be a good one if the tree, the limb on the tree didn't stop us. Can't get through there, there's trees in the way there. I wonder if we can go that way. I think that would work. If I can get enough speed built up. Back off in the pond here. Woo! Barrel roll into the corn. Oh no, I'm cartwheeling. Whoa. Which way is up? Here we go. Alright, well that's a lot of fun. Wonder if it would be slower if we put it, because you can make it 60 horsepower or you can make it like 200 and something horsepower. I went with a bigger engine, so. All the chickens are laughing at me. Alright, well that's a lot of fun. Back to work. It looks like the New Holland will be the next one. You couldn't breeze. Craziest 240 for the Stevie harvesters. It depends on the size of the Stevie harvester. The smaller ones, some of them cap at 30, some of them cap at 60 or 120, but the larger ones cap at 240. Yeah, just throw all the corn in the main silo there. love the updated sound of this 54, 88, 50 series. All right, let's see. So it's a combination of stuff for each category. Spelt, corn, carrots, wheat, soybeans, potatoes. I can tell you we're probably not going to be doing any soybeans in there. Corn, barley, sugar beet, corn. Pretty much all of them take corn. Corn, barley, potatoes. As long as we get one of them going. What were the combinations? We have corn in there now, yes. Do some sugar beets. See what we've got the most of here. Oh yeah, I think sugar beets is probably going to win. But actually, carrots is a good one too. So carrots and sugar beets, either one of those. And we got millions of liters of stuff in here, so let's actually start with the carrots. So the carrot one, needs spelt, corn, and carrots. So let's get some carrots. Actually, you know what? Let me get a truck for this. Instead of hauling just a little bit at a time, let's haul a lot at a time. No, I don't think they eat wood chips. It would be like an episode of My Strange Addiction if they ate wood chips. I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this New Holland forage harvester back. It's an okay starting one if you got a small setup. But this one, it doesn't have the long pipe option, and it doesn't turn real well with this dolly system, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell that back. I'll sell the dolly back with it too. Sell the header. Okay. it holds. So it holds 2 million liters. It doesn't say how many, oh, you have to scroll up. So yeah, it holds 2 million liters of each. Say if we got 1 million of each, let's put 1 million of each in there. At least we'll have it half full. Some carrots. Then for the carrot recipe, corn and spelt. We got 226 of corn and then 530 of spelt. We'll get the spelt. So we're literally going to need everything to run the stuff for that particular type of mixing. So if you use this base game, you could do the wheat, soybeans, and potatoes. Well, I say base game. If you used another map that's not a Stevie map, you could use wheat, soybeans, and potatoes for one. You could not use the spelt one unless it's a specific spelt. I would have to say it'd probably have to be a Stevie map. Barley, corn, and sugar beet. You could use that one. Barley, corn, and potatoes. You could use that one. Then rye, corn, and potatoes. So you couldn't use the rye one or the spelt one. You'd have to use, you would need lots of barley, lots of corn, and then probably lots of potatoes and sugar beets. Of course, I don't know if you try to put one of these on another map, those two options might not even show up. Cash the wood chips in unless you have Sawdust Factory. It's not the right time of year to sell wood chips. Gotta be the right time of the year to sell wood chips. There's a big price difference, especially on Stevie maps for wood chips. You want to wait till the 2nd. Well, you really want to wait till mid-January. So we'll run the spelt one. I think we need to focus on potatoes, sugar beets, corn, and barley. And what was the other one? Wheat, soybeans. You'd have to do soybeans with that one though. I really don't want to do soybeans because, you know, soybeans, whether we sell them here or not, you know, I'd say focus on barley, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, And then again, if you use the wheat, you'd have to put soybeans in there. Barley, corn, potatoes, sugar beets. That needs to be the, if you're going to be doing any pig food mixing anywhere else, I would say that needs to be where it needs to be. That's where it needs to go. Yeah, because go down here and look at the price list at wood chips. And really, any map you're on mid-January is going to be the best time to sell wood chips. There's a pretty big price fluctuation. Combined both the words, see what I did there. There's going to be a pretty good price fluctuation. So look at your low, which is pretty low right now. It starts going up late October, November, into December, and then January would be peak. Look at the peak price. It's going to be close to $1,600 for wood chips versus if you sell it at the lowest, which would be $482. So it's a no-brainer on the time of year to sell wood chips. Alright, so we should be able to start this process now. So we did the spelt, corn, and carrots. So we should be able to start that up. Got plenty of carrots in there, got a little bit of corn in there, and got a pretty good amount of spelt in there. So it's working. We're making pig food. Man, I just tabbed by something. The chickens are like, "Happy Easter! Happy Easter! It's our holiday. Happy Easter! Let's lay some eggs." Get our soybeans to drying. Get a little fuller here. Start that up. We got enough propane in there for now. I think we still got some, yeah, we still got a lot of dried corn in there. Move some of that. Morning, Scully. How's it going? And happy Easter. Doing good here, Scully. Alright guys, we have got to say goodbye to YouTube. So everybody watching on YouTube, make sure you catch the next video. And subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube. Bye.